There are only a few days left to see the second season of this great story of Alchemy of Souls. Soon we will know the details of what happened to Jang Wook, Mudok, and of course Naksu's body. All the fans are looking forward to the big premiere day of the new season, as there are still many unanswered questions and doubts, and we hope that the upcoming episodes will clarify many things for us. Recently a new trailer was released that left everyone surprised. In that trailer, a very shocking image of Jang Wook was seen. That's why today I'm going to talk about Jang Wook visits Mudok's tomb. But first remember to subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell to be among the first to see our content. We know that this Alchemy of Souls series has attracted a lot of attention for its fantasy story and mystical concepts, but we can't deny that the love story has also been a big factor for the success it has had. In the first season we fell in love with Mudok, and in the second season we fell in love with Naksu. Although I know there are many fans who want to see actress Young So-min because they got used to seeing her, and of course they got used to seeing her with Jang Wook. In this second season it will be actress Go Yoon who will be giving life to the role of Naksu. Let's remember that the story is really about Naksu and not Mudok, but we can't deny that it's hard to get used to seeing another face in the continuation of a story. However, this does not mean that the love story is not interesting. On the contrary, it gives it more adrenaline because it is about changes of souls and changes of body. We know that Naksu's purpose at the beginning of the series was to change her body in order to continue her revenge of eliminating the people who supposedly hurt her father. Along the way she realized that she changed to a weak body of a person who was blind, something that was not in her plans. Because of this she needed help to be able to change her body again in order to fulfill her revenge. In the process she meets Jang Wook, a person who was also frustrated like her because he could not release his energy channel to become a good magician. Mudok, who is really Naksu, told him that she would be his teacher, and that she would do everything for him to regain his energy so that he could then help her with his power to regain her powers. In the process, they fell in love with each other, which was not planned. Mudok was even willing to sacrifice him so that people would not find out her identity, and that's why she told the one who works with Jin-moo that she was going to give Jang Wook away. However, at that moment she regrets because Jang Wook gave her a jade, which represents a pledge of their friendship and of course their love. At that moment she reflects and realizes that he is in danger with her, and so she told him to stay away, but Jang Wook doesn't listen. Then we see in the story how they both protect and care for each other as if they have known each other for many years. We also saw scenes of how they are jealous of each other, like when Mudok jealous of Jang Wook of Yoon-ok, and Jang Wook jealous of Mudok of Yul and Go-won. In the final chapters, Master Lee gives the sword to Jang Wook to give to Mudok, knowing clearly that she is really Naksu. He gave it to her with the intention of testing if she really wanted to go back to being the assassin from before. Mudok lets Jang Wook know to remember the agreement from the beginning, that if she gets her powers back and he is around she can hurt him, and so she recommends him to stay away. Jang Wook didn't care about that and continued to stay by her side. Then we see in the story that Mudok regains her powers because she had the power of the ice stone, and when she sees Jang Wook she knows that if she hurts him she can be free, but she would be losing her love. She chose to continue in her weak body without using her powers so she can continue her life with the love of her life. So we saw that what started at first as revenge ended in a pact of love. We know that one of the things Jang Wook promised her is that he would marry her, and since they didn't find an engagement ring they liked, he told her that every time he held her hand it meant their engagement and it would be like a ring. In the final moments of season 1 we see how Mudok, possessed by Jin-moo's spell, pierced her sword and he dies, although of course he is later resurrected thanks to the ice stone. We also see that Mudok is petrifying and goes to the lake and throws herself in, and everything seems to indicate that she died. In the previews of the new season, we see a very hurt Jang Wook for everything that happened. But what has hurt him the most is that he couldn't keep his promise to protect the love of his life, and apparently, that is disturbing him. But everyone is wondering if in the second season we will see Mudok and if she will be in any scene. Let's remember that the series starts after 3 years, and what can happen is that we may see a double pretending to be her, and show that her body really died. For this reason, we saw in the recent trailer an image that seems to be a kind of tomb where Jang Wook is talking to Mudok, and with that image we can assume that they will not present any scene of Mudok. These scenes from the recent trailer are footage from episode 1 of season 2, so it's very likely that they present this at the beginning to explain that Mudok passed away and Jang Wook has been remembering her for 3 years. That's the reason why Jang Wook kept her sword, because that way he kind of honors her memory. And when he goes to eliminate the soul shifters, he does it in the name of Mudok, who is really Naksu. One of the things we also saw in the trailer was that Naksu said, "The sin of living," and Jang Wook said, "I shouldn't exist. The sin of existence." So we see that not only Jang Wook is suffering, but Naksu is also suffering just to survive. For example, Jang Wook is alive because of the ice stone, but he is suffering a lot because the power is so strong that he does not know how to control it, and he is also suffering because of Mudok's death. Naksu is suffering because she restored her body, and she inhabits that body, but she doesn't know who she really is. And at the same time she seems to be petrifying, but she hasn't thanks to the bracelet they put on her. So they are both technically alive, but dead in life, and their souls are empty. The only way they can be their old selves would be thanks to their love, although it may sound corny, but reality is the only thing that can save them. That's why in the poster description Jang Wook said that she was the light in the middle of their darkness, so she will save him and he will save her. Although we don't know how this love story will end, I know we all hope it will end with a happy ending, as we all suffered a lot with the ending of season 1. What do you think will happen to Jang Wook and Naksu in season 2? Will they end up together, or will they be separated again? Leave your comment so we can read it. If you liked this video, please like and share it with your friends.